Hi everybody, today's a protein sparing modified fast day. I'm gonna make something super delicious, super easy, super simple, and we are drawing for the Keto Krack'd confectioner box of deliciousness today. So you guys, stay tuned and let's get started. Good morning, everyone. Hey, good morning, good morning. Welcome all you new folks and welcome back everybody to Loving It on Keto. Hey, you guys, today is the drawing of the Keto Krack'd giveaway. Have you guys gone down in the description below, clicked on our link and gone and checked out Keto Krack'd? Their candy, their confections, their muffins are the best we have had, bar none. You know, when we were kids, my mom would splurge on a box of C's candy and have it for Christmas, holiday time, for whoever came over and visited. She would break out the box of C's candy and we weren't allowed to look underneath and check, pick a little hole in there to see if we were getting the kind we liked. Pretty soon we learned how to check the different swizzles and the shapes, right? To see which one was our favorites. But that was a special treat for us. And maybe you want to do the same with a box of Keto Krack'd. Let's give Willie some love and a thank you. Go check out his site, you guys, because I think his chocolate, the way it's presented, it's beautifully presented, it's made with love, it's a cottage industry, and I hope that he grows his business because it's absolutely delicious and amazing. So you guys stay tuned for that. But I've got a recipe in my head. I've made these before with different things. So I'm going to share them today with everybody because I want to do protein sparing modified fast. Yes, we do, because that's the day today. Protein sparing modified fast. Prioritize your protein, no more than 10 carbs, no more than 30 grams of fat. It's a protocol. Now, someone asked me, what does it mean when you say it's a regular day or it's a refuel day? This is a protocol. You can do keto, ketovorish, carnivore, low carb, and eat whatever you eat for your body using your macros. Are you a keto person where you're eating a high fat, moderate protein, low carb diet? Are you carnivore? Are you BBBE? What are you doing? And on those days, that's where you eat your foods based on your macros that you've set up for yourself ahead of time, right? Protein sparing modified fast day are 600 to 700 calories. You're eating all the protein that you have calculated for yourself and your body. You're trying to stay as low on the carbs as possible, but no more than 10. And that's total carbs. And you're staying low on your fat, which would be about 30 grams. And the fat's probably going to come from the natural fat in your meats, basically, that day. And that's what that means. We provide a calendar and a protocol, something different every day we do, in order to shake up our body. And let me tell you, for Harry and I, this is our third challenge where we have finally started to lose our weight and feel great. And we have changed that up so that we are getting our bodies to move past that hard stall that we had. Now, yesterday, everything that you have to eat or drink the day before, sometimes 2 days prior, can have a direct effect on your body. Pardon me, on your body weight. Now, we had a great day out. We walked. We took Sally Girl with us. We went to Longhorn and we had chicken wings. Now, I told them, please do not add seasonings. The chicken wings come lightly seasoned, but then they add more. It was really salty. So I was worried about that. But you guys, what did we weigh from yesterday? I'm excited because I went down 4/10. Harry stayed the same. I was worried because they used...
Can't get out of this 179.
You're gonna. Don't say can't. You gotta get your brain going. You're gonna move down tomorrow. You're gonna move. The scale is gonna go down. Yes, it is. Think positive, not negative. Anyway, you guys, I am starving. I was gonna say 325. I had my oven on 325, freaked me out for a minute. I got caught on comments and everything else. It's already 1 o'clock. I've been busy looking at emails and all of those things, and I just lost track of time. Now, we did finish the butterscotch loaf. We had a nice piece with coffee today, didn't we, Harry?
Yep.
So I'm gonna use the rest of my pumpkin and make a pumpkin bread later. I probably won't show up because I've made it a million times, but I am gonna make one for Harry and I, because you guys, eating my sweetbreads, my loaves, my pound cakes have allowed us to have something delicious with coffee as a treat. And we have been losing weight on it because it's really low carb, it's really low in fat, and it's high in protein. And it fills you up and it tastes delicious. I just wanted to share that with everybody. Anyway, I'm gonna get everything set up. I've got some chopping to do and get set up, and then we'll come back and I'll share what I'm making for Protein Sparing Modified Fast Day. But you guys stay tuned. We're doing the Keto Krack'd giveaway, random picker drawing. So stay tuned for that too, because somebody's gonna win some deliciousness. Yes, indeed. I am gonna make stuffed barbecue chicken buns for Protein Sparing Modified Fast Day. Yes, I am. Now, I have leftover chicken thighs. And this is what I have that are left over. These were just dredged in Italian dressing. And then I put pluck, Oregon meat, my pluck seasoning, the original, and I put a little bit of Redmond organic seasoned salt on it. I'm gonna put this in here. Super plain, super simple, so they're seasoned. Careful. I'm gonna chop these up into bite-sized pieces and put them in this little pan over here. So let me get those done. I've got my Mancano knife, which I adore. This is the sharpest knife in the house, right?
Yeah.
Right now I'm making the stuffing for my buns, the barbecue chicken stuffed buns.
I just cut them up in little bite-sized pieces, eh?
Just into bite-sized pieces. Put them in a little pan because we're going to put some barbecue sauce in there. Yes, we are. This cuts like butter. Gotta be very careful. I'm glad I got bright blue gloves on. I'm all matchy-matchy. Even my gloves match.
Yeah, I know you're all in blue today.
Matchy-match. If you have any leftover meats, just put the leftover meats in, and you can use minced meat, ground meat, pulled meat. Use the meat you have and then match it with a barbecue sauce. You know, you can do an Asian flair and use that sesame Asian. You can use an Alfredo type of a sauce, right? Use the sauce that you have. Use your leftovers. And if you have leftovers with this, we can do it again. Make leftovers of leftovers. Trust me, we're going to eat all of our food every day that we have until it's gone. My mom always recreated her leftovers. If you guys have watched me for a while, you know that I reuse and repurpose and remake leftovers. Yes, indeed, it is goodness. Let me put I am gonna measure out for my 3 chicken thighs. I'm gonna measure out Walden Farms. You use the barbecue sauce of your choice or homemade barbecue sauce. I like it plain, simple, and easy. I like grabbing my jars and cans when I can. Now, 2 tablespoons is 1 carbohydrate, and there's 4 tablespoons to 1/4. We want to get it moistened and coated, but we don't want too much sauce because we're going to be using my buttermilk bread recipe to make the buns. So we don't want it too wet, but we also don't want it too dry. We want it just right, right? So let's see what that does. Let me look at it. Give it a toss. Nope, this is gonna definitely 2, so 1/2 cup. So count your carbs because most barbecue sauce has carbs in it. okay? You want to count the carbs. We have tried other barbecue sauces, and as much as I love them, and the 0 calories and the GUs, they make me gain weight. It's temporary, but they still make me gain some weight. So I want to, and I don't gain weight using the Walden Farms products. That's just me, that's just my body. You do best for you. Now let me look at the barbecue. Red Rock barbecue seasoning from Real Salt. Yes, yes please. Let me look at this. Okay, I am gonna just sprinkle some of this on. That'll give me my salt that I want, and just a little added barbecue flavor for my buns. All right. Because I want this, you know what, I may need to do another, I'm gonna do another cup. So 3/4 of a cup for my 3 big chicken thighs. Because I don't want it to be dry tasting. Then you can dip it. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. I like that. That looks good to me. Can you guys see that? I got a lot of deliciousness, see, going on. They're not sitting in it, but it's pretty well coated, which is really nice. That's what I like. So let me put this away real quick. Over there. Let me get a paper towel. I don't want to write barbecue sauce on my apron. So far my apron's clean. We'll see how it does later in the day. So I'm gonna get this heated. Didn't I pull out? Move, honey, I can't see the lid. No, I did not. For my buns, I have a cookie sheet and then a silicone sheet on it because it helps keep the buns. This is one of the, is it bamboo or mesh of some sort on Amazon. And I'm going to make the buns in this. I'm going to take just a little bit of my chosen 100% avocado. Just get it sprayed. And I'm going to set that aside because I don't have room for it anywhere except over on the other side of the world here. Now that I've got the chicken going, I just want to heat it. I don't want to get it too hot. I'm just going to cover that. Now you guys, I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to get my bread set up and we'll come back when I get my bread ready to do. So give me a second, come back in the next segment.
Go.
I forgot to add some pluck seasoning. I'm using spicy. You don't have to use it, but I'm using it. I'm putting it in, just sprinkling it over the top. It had it on the chicken already, right? And I'm just adding that delicious flavor.
Extraness.
Plus, I'm getting some vitamins and minerals from the organ meats. It's 100% organic. It's delicious. And I've got my Redmond's and my pluck down in the description below if you guys want to try it. There's a discount, but I just wanted to share that with everybody. Okay, here you go. I'm gonna use the buttermilk bread as my base.
Sunday, isn't it?
It is.
For us, yeah.
Why?
Because.
Anyway, okay, so 2 parts. Your fats go in separately from your egg whites so you get stiff peaks over here. So I'm gonna put in a tablespoon of buttermilk powder or 9 grams. Oops, that didn't look right. 9 grams. It just weighs heavier, but it is a tablespoon. I'm going to use a tablespoon of, and this is Anthony's butter, not the one that's in the jar. It's just easy for me to get it out of here. A tablespoon is about 6 grams. If you want to get really precise, you can measure it out gram-wise. And for bread and baking, you probably should, but it doesn't hurt to go a little under or a little over as far as I'm concerned taste-wise, and I've been doing it for so long now. My buttermilk bread that I kind of have it memorized. 6 grams of egg yolk powder. Remember, if you don't have the powdered egg yolk or the powdered butter, save an egg yolk and melted cooled tablespoon of butter for the very end and add that last with everything. Okay? You can use sour cream or yogurt and mix it all together like we do on my pound cake breads and stuff, and add that if you don't have buttermilk powder. I have the powdered because it's just really easy for me to do. Now, I want to add nutritional yeast, and you can add 1 to 3 teaspoons. I like adding about a tablespoon. That went a little crazy, but that's fine. It'll taste delicious. And now, I thought I had the teaspoon. Did I not? Oh, there it is. In your bread, you can add herbs and seasonings. I'm adding some Red Rock barbecue to the bread. Yes, now this is salty. No salt. Don't add any additional salt because it's salty. But I'm putting in a teaspoon just to give my bread that little extra zing, right? When you're eating bread, it's going to be delicious. So just take this, mix it all together. And if you had melted cooled butter, sour cream or yogurt, and an egg yolk, it would be in a separate bowl to the powder, right? And actually then you could just add your nutritional yeast and your barbecue seasoning to the bowl after you had stiff peaks. So I'm just giving you alternate information because some of the countries you live in may not have that as a choice. So you may have to go with the real egg yolk and the real butter. Make sure the butter is cooled off. Yes, indeed. Now, in your bowl, I've got 1.5 cups of water. I'm going to put in a teaspoon of cream of tartar. You can put in as little as 1/4 teaspoon if it's really expensive where you live. I just like the taste of it with a teaspoon. Allulose, you don't have to put allulose in. Your buns are just going to be white or light color. Some countries don't have allulose available. That's fine. It does change the texture a little bit. And I like the browning that it does, but you don't have to have it. Now, let me think. Let me stir this real quick because it's lumped up in the bottom. You want to make sure there's nothing lumped and it's mixed. I'm going to put in a tablespoon of my beef gelatin. Tablespoon. Did I use this? Did I measure anything?
You might have, so I wouldn't.
No. It was the red one. That's why I kind of put it.
All right. That's why I kind of go for colored.
Do not use the spoon you just measured your butter and your fats with, your yolk and stuff, because it won't, your egg whites won't beat, right?
You won't
get real stiff peaks out of it. And if you're using raw egg whites, you really won't, because they are even more finicky, right? Now, I do measure my egg white protein powder. And the reason for that is the egg white protein powder, too much can make it very cardboardy. So if you measure nothing else.
Like styrofoam?
Yes, makes it more styrofoamy to me. Now, I've got it on grams, and I'm going to put in 120 grams. Got to break open my I bought 2 5-pound containers of Now. It was on sale, and Gladys told me about it, and I ran out and bought 2 because the only thing that's going to happen is it's going to go up in price, I think, like everything else, right?
I think I like it when you do the backwards instead, because if you put too much in, you can't take it out. But when you do it by weight, you can see exactly what you're putting in.
Right, and backwards, he means I'm weighing it as I'm putting it in.
Instead of weighing it when you take it out. And you want to make sure, right,
container. When you, okay, I'm right at 118. I want to be very careful what I'm putting in here, because a gram doesn't weigh very much. There we go. It's exactly 120. And there you have that. Now I take my beater and I just give it a quick toss in the bowl just to get the water on the powder so it doesn't have a big cloud of poof ball egg white protein powder.
And we have done
that before. Yeah. I have been covered, your camera's been covered.
Yeah, you gotta dust your kitchen.
I have to dust it anyway, but yeah, you get a big poof ball. Crisis averted. Turn it on low and put in your powder. Is that low?
Yeah, that's good.
No, I need to know if it's low. Excuse me.
This is my favorite part.
Put your powdered goods in. Once it looks like it's almost mixed, turn it on for the count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I count to 10 because I don't want it overbeat. There was egg white totally sealing, and it was hard as a rock, the hole, and you couldn't see it, it was invisible. So I grabbed a hand whisk while Harry got our little bottle straw brush. How come it's like going to the top here? And that's fine, I've got plenty. And cleaned it for me, but it was totally like glue in there, wasn't it, Harry?
Yeah.
So we had this nifty-difty little bottle brush, and he had to clean that and get it all hot with water. So I sat and hand beat it while he was doing that. So thankfully I was using the all egg whites, because I don't know how it would have been with raw egg whites. Water is not your friend at all. So crisis averted. Got my stiff peaks.
Got a lot.
Got a lot. I always have my little bread pan, my red one, to the sidelines in case I have extra batter when I'm done doing this. So I can make just a small loaf with the extra if there's any. So go down to the bottom, look for any white streaks, because this kind of has a, would you say, cream color to it?
Yeah.
And you can see the white streaks.
It's pearly.
It is very pearly. Okay, here we go. I have a big spoon, and I want to fill my muffin tins up with the batter. I kind of go and put some batter in every single one of these, right? Just to kind of get a feel for how much I have and how much I need, etc. And then I go back and make a little well inside of each a lump of batter. Okay, so I kind of spread it out. Remember, we've sprayed the muffin pan, and I make a well. But you don't want to go all the way to the bottom because you don't want it leaking out, right? So if you see black through your egg whites, you've gone too far. Just make a nice little well. I think I'm gonna have extra egg yolks. That'll give me a nice, I'll show you what I'm gonna do with them when I'm.
You gotta make English muffins again.
Yes, I do. I don't know if, were you thinking the same?
You can't make them now, but you know, you gotta later. Because don't you use this thing for the English muffins too?
Yes, I do, but I have a different recipe. I use more gelatin and such with that too. Nice big well for your meat to go in. There you go. Now you get your meat, whatever meat you got, with the sauce. Give it a good stir. And I like going through and putting like a scoop in each one. Might have to rob from Peter to pay Paul, as they say. This one over here at the end. Give it a little bit more beef or chicken. Just make sure it's all inside the well. Yep. Put that to the side, and now you want to cover this up. I'm going to go through and make sure I have enough cover for everything. So I just put it on top. If it falls a little bit, it's no big deal. Really isn't. You know, you don't want them raising too much. And then I just cover them up. You kind of have to work fast because they do fall, but not too fast is that you don't get it. You want to make sure all the crannies right there are, oops, that's way too much, are covered. Can you see any meat? Let me know. Harry, do you see any?
Not so far. I'm looking.
Harry's good at that. With the camera, he can see the other side where I'm just going, I'm doing top view. He's kind of doing the bottom view. It's hard on the sides. My loaf pan on top, this bun pan is bigger than my cookie sheet, so it kind of raises on one side. So they kind of cook at an angle, but that's all right. They'll cook. Actually, I had just enough. I'm going to put a little bit more dough on some of these. There you have it. Now I'm going to make sure, do I have any? Doesn't look like it.
Right
now,
there.
Where?
Right
okay.
There.
Is that done?
Yeah, that's good.
I noticed.
You got it all.
Yeah. Now you guys, remember you can put cheese on top of your meat, everything but the bagel seasoning on top of these, but this is a protein sparing modified fast day. So we're trying to use as little bit of fat as we can. In the oven you go, and I cook them for about, on 325 for about 30 minutes. You can cook them at between 330 and 350 and lower your time, but I like doing it at 325 for 30 because they don't get as hard crusted or anything. They just cook really nice. Anyway, you guys, we'll clean this up, and thank goodness, crisis averted. Harry tried to clean, he looked in there and it was glued shut. So he had to like chisel it with a knife and then clean it. So note to self, make sure you're cleaning that little hole. And when it's egg whites, it's very hard to see, but it was like glue. It wasn't allowing me to put the little knob that's right here. Well, you can't see it because it's in the back, but there's a little knob here. Come to the side, Harry. Click over it and it wouldn't go down because unbeknownst to us, the whisk had dried egg white. This stuff's like glue. You have to get it off right away. Anyway, you guys, come back in the next segment, but before you go, I want to share something. This is not 409. It's half vinegar, half white distilled vinegar and water. I spray, Harry sprays all of everything that I make my bread in with this vinegar solution at the end. It gets all the soap and suds and everything. If you're having problems getting your eggs really stiff, spray the inside of that bowl, wipe it out. With vinegar and water, white distilled water, wipe it out really good, but don't rinse it because vinegar, make sure it's dry.
I'll just show them how I wash it when I wash it today.
Okay, make sure it's dry and then make your bread, and it should work really, really well for you. It will get off the white toning that happens, the buildup that you can't get off with anything else. So I just wanted to share that. Now you guys can go and rest for 30 minutes, actually 27. Come back when we have breakfast, and we've got barbecue chicken PSMF buns today.
So you can see how this pan is after when you get done with it. What I like to do is I like to use this bowl. And I'll clean off all this stuff first. Now I gotta clean this inside holes where it's got buildup on the side. Just enough, thick enough to where you couldn't get the shaft in there. Now what I'll do is then I'll spray this down with this vinegar. Put a lot of soap on this. And the soap what's the name of that soap we use anyway?
Dawn,
yeah, the Dawn. And then I go over it like this. And get inside. Wipe it all down. Now, you know, the reason why I'm doing that is because there's a buildup that comes on these. And when you spray it down, then I'll spray it again with this. You know, it's a kind of a white film that gets on all this stuff. And you can't get it off with just regular soap and scrubbing. Put that to the side, then I'll do this. Now inside this right now, there's a white buildup just from that one use, right? Now first thing I'll do is I'll scrub it out with that Dawn soap, really good. Then rinse it off. Then I'll spray this on it. This is the vinegar. It's a 50-50 mix. We just use this bottle. 50% water, 50% vinegar. I think it's the Monk's, isn't it? Then after I've let it kind of sit there and slosh around for a minute, then I'll come back in and I'll do another pass with this.
What did you ask me about? What?
I got it. It's okay. It's okay, I got it. And then I just rinse it off again. And that gets rid of all that that film build up, which I probably think is the egg whites, I would imagine,
Yes.
right?
Here, yes, you got to give it to me and then I dry
And I give it to Wendy and she dries it, and you can see it's pretty clean in there. Okay. That's it.
While Harry's doing the dishes, I get the vinegar, I spray my machine totally and wipe it off every single time. One of the places I do get is underneath here and on the stem where the knob is. I get all the dust and everything off of it. Give it a complete rub down. Get my handle. And then
that vinegar just breaks through all that stuff.
This is damp with vinegar, and I wipe my cord because my cord gets dust on it and stuff too. Then look how pretty and shiny it is, ready to go. I move it out of the way, and then I clean my counter with the same stuff, and I just get it all ready for my next thing. So just wanted to share that with everybody.
You know, that Monk's vinegar is cheap.
Yeah, you get 2 for in a box at Costco for less than $5. I can't remember exactly how much it is because I think it's gone up. But yeah, works wonderful, you guys. See you guys when we go. Oh, look at the
You know
buns.
what? It's also great for cleaning other things too.
Oh, well, that's what I use.
Yeah, that's what
Here,
we use.
you want to look inside?
Yeah. Oh, look at that. How long's it been now?
Well, it's 21, so less than 10 minutes, so they're gonna rise.
Yeah.
Now they'll flatten a little bit, but not too bad. Now Harry's gonna be able to wash everything else that had fat on it, but we wash that separately. And then I take, this is where, right in here, that was totally clogged.
Yeah.
And it was like a white film. You couldn't even see it, but it glued. I couldn't put it past right there. It wouldn't go down because it was like glue.
Yeah.
So you want to check everything. You want to eyeball it. See you guys in the next segment. The dinger just went off.
Oh, yes.
And you guys, look how beautiful. Now this pan makes the best hamburger buns, but look at that, you guys. Are not those beautiful? Yes, they are. Now what I like to do, and I like to take the mesh pan and move it over. So that they can cool off well, like that, right? I like to cool them off for about 10 minutes. They shrink a little bit and that way they come off of the mat better. So I'm gonna set this for 10 minutes and let those cool off. But aren't those lovely, you guys? You can make these ahead of time. Bag them up, freeze them. You can bag them up, take them to work with you. Wrap them in a paper towel at work, put them in the microwave for 30 seconds to 60 seconds, depending on the power of the microwave. Take and put them in the paper towel because that keeps the bread nice. And then eat them for lunch. And you can have some barbecue to dip them in. Anyway, we'll come back. And that's what Harry and I are having for our PSMF day, you guys. And also stay tuned to see who wins the Keto Krack'd beautiful gift box giveaway. Anyway, you guys, see you in about 10 minutes. The trick now, it's been 10 minutes, is to get these out of the bun pan. So you gotta work, oops, see, this has got, the lid is, so I've gotta work if there's any hole where it could ooze out of.
Yeah, but that's a neat thing about this pan.
They just should pop right out, you guys.
But you could just, you know,
look at that.
Pop them out like that.
Look at that. I love this pan. And then you just scrub this. We throw ours in the dishwasher and it comes out clean. You can scrub it like a rag, literally soap it and just rub it between your hands, because however they made it, the mold stays. So you can rub it, scrub it. Then we spray it, of course, and
neat how that works.
look at that, you guys.
It's really satisfying watching it.
Look how pretty they are. You could serve these to anybody. You could have like people over, right, for lunch, and they would love these. Then if you, whatever meat you do, you can make a sauce. You can make, mustard, mayonnaise, ketchup. I have put hamburger in the middle and cheese and made a bacon cheese, put bacon in it. You can do all kinds of things, like I said. And they're absolutely delicious. They're filling, they travel well, they stay well in the refrigerator. You can reheat them, they freeze well. Did a pretty good job. These are beautiful. I'm gonna put that one in I'm gonna have you taste this. So if you wanna,
who's the most damaged is the tester.
I'll get a plate.
I'll eat it for lunch.
Let me get a plate. You got the meat in there. Got the meat in there. So anyway, I want Harry to try one of those and taste it.
See it?
Could have put a little bit more sauce in there. Then you wouldn't get that nice bread on the top. Go ahead and take a bite.
I want to try it first alone. That's really good.
Is it? Taste a little bit of the bun just to tell me, can you taste any of the barbecue seasoning in it? Does it have a little bit more taste or not? Do we need more of that in there?
It's just like bread.
Okay, so you could add a little bit more. You can dip it if you want. Is it good enough? Is it moist enough?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think you've had enough. Anyway. Anyway, you guys, take a look. Take a look at this beauty. Like I said, great for all your fixings. You could chop a little bit of vegetables, make a meat stew, put inside, and you got a meat pie, right? Pasty, is that what they used to call them, or pasty? Anyway, you guys, any way you look at it, it's delicious. And we're gonna eat now. So we'll see you guys in the next segment. Okay, everybody, this is for the Keto Krack'd delicious box of chocolates. Yes, indeed. Remember, you needed to live in the United States of America. And I'm waiting until my printer gets through talking here because I needed to turn it on so I could print out the winner. On your mark, get set, go! Doc's wife, 34, Harry. It tastes free, hashtag crack. Yes, indeed, you guys, we had 484 non-duplicate entries on that. And you guys, Doc's wife, 34 wins. Woo! Yay! We have a winner, Doc's wife, 34. Yes, indeed. Doc's wife, 34. Here's what I need from you. In the subject, put Doc's wife 34 winner, because I don't know what your real name is and I get so many emails. Please, please, please send me your full name, your mailing address, and your telephone number so I can forward that over to Willie at Keto Krack'd, because you won this delicious, beautiful packaged of chocolate goodness. Yes, indeed. And for those of you who have not tried Keto Krack'd, or even if you have, we've got a limited special discount down in the description below. Click on that link, go check everything out. Order yours today, you guys, and thank Willie if you go there, because you guys, without them, we could not be giving this delicious box of goodies away. So yay, DocsWife34, woo! Send that email to lovingitoonketo@gmail.com. Now, I need to have that back from you by the 20th. I'm gonna give you till Friday the 20th, Keto Krack'd. So, Doc's wife, you need to get that back to me as soon as possible, and I will forward that to Willie and CC you, and he will coordinate it all so you get your candy. Yes, indeed. But you guys, if you didn't win that and you're gonna order some candy, don't forget we still have the Baseus car vacuum that we did. Harry's gonna link that right here. At the end. At the end. He'll link it at the end. It says surprise in the video. We use the word surprise so that all of our regular viewers know what that is. Yes, indeed. Anyway, you guys, we're going to go ahead and close out today. Yes, we are. Hope everybody had a great day. And you guys, remember to like, subscribe, ring that little bell, give us a thumbs up. We'll see you right here tomorrow. She sneezed twice. She says, how come you're not on me, Dad? Yeah. Say goodnight. Okay, little one. Little one, little one. Can you sit down? Well, can you sit in a minute? Oh, well, thank you. That was nice. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay, on your mark, get set, go. She's so cute, you guys. Beef and liver sliders for the win. In Sally's mind it is. Anyway, you guys, good night.